Welcome to Stillworks and Brewing. My name is Randy, and this is a channel that's all about home distillation and brewing. Alright, so what do we got for you today? Today, if you remember back, we made our roasted corn mash. Today is distilling day, so let's get at it. Okay, but there is 5 things you can really do to help us out. Number 1, hit that subscribe button down there. Number 2, hit that notification bell so you don't miss anything. Number 3, share us with your friends. And if you like what you see, give us that thumbs up. And always leave a comment and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Okay, so now let's get started. Okay, so let's check this out. Open this up and we'll check our final gravity. I mean, you can get a little bit of a sour note because I think all the sugar's been put the hydrometer in. Let it quit wiggling around. Okay, yes, she is done. I don't know if you can see that. Let me see if I can get you moved in a little bit. She looks like she's floating right at, 1.000. She's right there at the edge of the blue and the white, which is 1.000. So she is completely done. Okay, so what our next step is, we'll get this siphoned over into the still pot, and then we can get distilling. Okay, so we checked our final gravity. And our final gravity is 1.000. So we subtracted that from our starting gravity of 1.090, which of course gave us 90. Okay, and if we take the 90 times the factor of 131.25, that will give us roughly 11.8% alcohol that's in that fermenter. So that's where we're at. We're going to get started setting up on our still here soon, and then we'll start running this puppy. Okay, so stay tuned, don't go nowhere, go get yourself a cup of coffee, and we'll be ready here in a little bit. Okay, so let's get this still stacked out. We're ready to run this.
Is there any gaskets between these two pieces, or is it metal to metal?
It's already on there. So we're going to use 2 rolls of copper in the column, because they always say you've got to have copper in the still, so they say. And on this particular batch, we're going to use ration rings to help separate the vapor from the doesn't come through. making a mess like a normal. Nice sight glass so we see what's going on. This is always the hard part. And thermometer's the last piece. So let me get this warming up and I'll be... Okay, so we're about 2 quarts into this run. Everything's dripping very nice. Our head temperature is, it's been hanging out right there at 180. It'll continue to hang out there for a while. We're using our PMW switch. So we're pumping out about 7.5 amps into the heating element. And we got pretty textbook flow rate there. So we're going to continue for a while and then we'll be back. Okay, where are we at? So far we got 1, 2, 3 and a quarter quarts of distillate. Let's see what we got here. Let me take a little sample. It looks like we are at 50, about 56%. Okay, so what I'll do is I'll collect it once we get to about 40%. We're going to start stopping. Our head temperature right now is about 190. So usually when you get what I do is when I get to about 40%, around 200 degrees is when I'm going to be about finishing up. Smell wise, it smells very good. If you look at it, is sparkly clear. Sparkly clear. And let me taste this one. Oh. Woo! A little bit warm right there. So we'll be finishing up this soon. I'm running about 7.9 amps into my heating element in my still. So I might end up getting I think maybe 4 quarts. Somewhere close to that. Alright, so let me collect a little more and then we'll be back. Okay, let's see where we're at. I'm pretty sure we're coming to the very end. Yeah, but I'm looking at 40, just a hair less than 40%. Okay, so what I'm going to do is we're going to shut down, because I'm like at 200 degrees on the head temperature, 40% coming out there. To me, that is going to be it. So what we're going to do next is we're going to cover these up. I just put some, I use paper towel, just let them breathe a little bit. You keep anything out of them. And I'm going to let these breathe for 24 hours. And then we'll be back tomorrow and we'll taste them all up, decide what we want to keep and what we don't. We started at 140 proof there, and we ended up with the last one here at 40 proof. So I think it's a pretty good run. We got 4 quarts, so that's pretty good. And one thing I've noticed is once you let it sit for 24 hours, especially when it gets cold out, that if there's any tails in that last jar, she will cloud up. I mean, right now she's pretty darn crystal clear, but I will say tomorrow, if there's any tails in that last one, well, actually this is the last one, it will cloud up, and then you know you're in your tails. They all smell pretty good. A lot of times, if you get too far into your tails, you can really smell like a wet cardboard. Is a pretty good indication. So, like I said, tomorrow what we'll do is we'll check, see what we like, what we don't like, what we want to keep, what we don't want to keep, and then we'll mix them together, proof them down to, I'm going to say about 80 proof, because that's particularly where I'm going to like it. This is a corn liquor, so I'm not going to age it on any type of wood, I don't think. And then we'll put it through a couple coffee filters into the bottle, and then it'll be time to enjoy it. Okay, so what I'm going to do, let's let these sit, like I said, let these sit till tomorrow, and we're going to give them a taste and see what we want to do. Okay, so oh, hi. Hey, it's been 24 hours. So what we're going to do now is we're going to do a little tasting, and then we'll decide what we want to keep and what we don't. Okay, so what I want to do is I'm going to start right here in the middle. I mean, it's crystal clear. Smells fantastic. Oh, tastes fantastic. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go on down the line a little bit. I can start right back here. I can start tasting just a little bit harsher. Like I said, it started there. I wanted to go up a little bit. Now, of course, it's getting hotter as I go up. I think what I'm going to do, because I just want the very best. I think what I'm going to do, let me taste this one. Okay, so let's go ahead and get all this put in my mixing jar here. Okay, let me get these out of our way. We'll see what kind of proof we're at. We're at 150 proof, so we know that needs to be cut down. Give that just a little shake. Probably going to have to put at least one more bottle of water in there. $130. Proof down to about 100 proof. I might take it down just a little bit more than that, but I think I'm going to let that sit there and marry up for a couple days, and then what I'll end up doing is basically just a couple coffee filters, just cause, and put it in a bottle, and I think it's gonna be some good corn liquor. Okay, I did save you a little taste. I mean, it's crystal clear. I can smell, I guess that's your corn flavor I can smell. It's very, very pleasant. It's not real, don't have a real strong solvent taste or smell or anything like that. It kind of smells pretty neutral. But I do smell a little bit of and I guess it's the corn. Alright, so let's see what it tastes like. Got a nice burn to it. It's very clean on the palate. It burns down your throat just a little bit. I think the roasting of the corn really added just a nice something in the background, just very nice and pleasant to me. Now that is delicious. I mean, there is nothing wrong with that. And I think that's just a good sipping whiskey. Well, I wouldn't call it whiskey. What would you call it? Corn liquor. That is just a very good sipping corn liquor. I don't know if I would mix anything with it at all. I'm not even sure I would put ice, but I would try it, see how I like it. It's very, very nice. But I can taste that, the roasting of that corn. I mean, just a hint of it. I would suggest anybody make that if you like corn liquor. Okay, so this has been pleasant. I had a great yield out of my thing. I love that crystal clear. There's only one thing left to say. Thanks for stopping by, and we'll see you next time.